Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of If My Heart Had Wings. My name is Shiji, and just a quick recap of last episode. So we kind of met MC Kuhn's childhood friends and got a tour of this new school that he's going to. And we also kind of got a bit of a dark side, so to speak, of what's her name, the wheelchair girl, and that she's not going to school and there's something off with her, and so hopefully we can find out what's going on because she is main girl for this route that I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can get her, who knows what'll happen. But let's go ahead and load up the game here. After school. I hate it when that mouse moves, it like freaks me out. Yeah, slow data. Alright, after school. I was alone and was wandering around the school building. This was so that I could take a look at some of the club activities. Film studies, theater club, there's even an RC club. This is after all a specialist school. Looking at the playing field and from the window in the heat outside, I saw the sports club practicing. Compared to my school, it's pretty calm. Sports club at the school I used to go to were taken so seriously. The sight of training before a match was one of grueling harshness. Wait, what do I mean my school? I'm a student of this school now. I'll go take a look. I went down next to the playing field to watch the sports club practicing. Before long, I started to feel a little down, so I left. The doctor said that if it's light exercise, it shouldn't be a problem. I tried stamping down strongly with my right foot, and there isn't really any discomfort. There, the baseball club, which was running through the off-campus running course, entered through the school gates. Who'd that be? The one calling me was an old acquaintance. It's you, Taguchi. It's been a long time. No, not yet. I'm going around taking a look now. When I was a kid, I often played baseball in the park. Some of the guys in the group that were my teammates or on the other team were in the baseball team. I'll think about it. I casually responded, and the baseball team members replied, "Come on, join us, seriously," as they returned to the playing field. If I could do physical activities, baseball, in fact, anything would be okay. As I grumbled to myself, I felt that I didn't want to go back to the playing field, so I entered the path leading to the back of the school. I spent a while walking around the back of the school. It was called the rear garden, but it looked like it hadn't been taken care of at all, and was just an empty space with weeds growing everywhere. In that empty space, there was a garage. Hello, I'm coming in. It looks like no one's here, but I thought I should say something to let them know, just in case. Is this place used for club activities too? Or is it used for lessons? I don't know what they're used for, but there are many tools and parts crammed onto the shelves and that covered the walls. Then in the center is a huge object covered with a sheet. The feelings that had washed over me like a wave when I watched the sports club strangely subside from being here. The tools and the dimly lit garage must have reminded me of the times when I would tinker with my bicycle. What is this used for? I conceal the sound of my footsteps as I sneak inside the garage. It's pretty spacious. There's a tea set here too. There was no doubt about it, someone was using this place. I get a strange sense of activity. I guess it must be one of the clubs. Whoa! There's someone here. I was so surprised it felt like my heart was going to jump out. Oh, hello there. The person over there seemed not to have noticed me at all. I'm not sure if I could tell it was a drawing board, but as she stared at the plans that were placed there, she was kind of groaning. Hey, boobies. I'm sorry for letting myself in here. I'll be going now. It's no good. She didn't hear me. Her eyes were so serious as she stared at the plants, and she looked like she was really concentrating. I didn't know what to do, so I just looked at her from the side. Now that I look closely, she's really beautiful. Hey, why am I staring at her? 'Cause she's beautiful! Of course you'd stare at someone who's beautiful. I hurriedly look away. However, it looks as if she still hasn't noticed me, so I take another glimpse. She looks quite mature. Is she in the 5th grade? She's so pretty. Kotori's pretty too, but this person is different and has a mysterious charm. Mysterious beauty. Whoosh! She suddenly stood up. I'm sorry. Without thinking, I averted my eyes and apologized, but she's looking straight past me and grabs a big, thick book from the shelf. She flicked through the pages and looked like she had found something before going straight back to her seat. In good spirits, she began swiftly drawing the plants. The pen made a nice swoosh swoosh sound as it ran across the page. The feeling of maturity hold on, I can't read right now. The feeling of maturity that she had until just now suddenly changed. When she smiles, all of a sudden she looks more like a kid. As her eyes looked straight at the plants, they looked as though they had a crystal clear purity to them. Okay. Maybe it's not just me that can't read it. Maybe the translation's a little off, but who knows? Maybe I'm just really bad at reading. Just like an innocent child, her eyes looked as though she believed that the world is full of wonderful, sparkling things. Her hand stopped moving. I got the timing right. Excuse me. She finally noticed me. Senpai! Even though I had unexpectedly appeared like that, she didn't show any signs of caution, and still in good spirits, smiled as she greeted me. Hi. I thought that I should say something to her, but I didn't think of what to say after that. I'm sorry that I just let myself in here. I just transferred here today, but I was taking a look at the club activities and I got lost and came in here. I got a little carried away and said more than needed to, but she didn't seem interested at all. She looked as me. I think it's supposed to be at. She looked at me as if to say yes and. It seemed like a kind of blunt way to say it, but she wasn't angry or anything. She has a strange way of speaking. Well, I'm sorry, I'd better go. As I said that, like a total loser, a huge sound echoed through the garage. Around the garage. I really can't read. What's that noise? With a lack of energy in her voice, the beautiful girl before me held her stomach and fell down onto the drawing board. Was that the sound of your stomach just now? We're inside the garage, so the sound echoed like crazy and sounded like a growl of a monster. She seemed to sway as she tried to get up, but she didn't have enough energy, so she slumped back down with her cheek on the drawing board. Would you like to eat this? I took some bread out of my bag. I thought I'd get hungry with just a lunchbox, so at lunchtime I bought some melon bread. Her eyes shone as if she were an explorer who had discovered treasure in the cave in some unexplored place. Go ahead. She took the melon bread, opened the wrapper immediately, and bit into the contents. She was getting crumbs everywhere, but she really looked like she was enjoying it as she devoured it greedily. Dang, girl. That's not good. That's bad. Could that be because she's poor? I guess that's one way to look at it. The fact that she was so ecstatic over something like melon bread actually made me quite worried. She didn't show any signs that she was thinking of my generosity and just ate up the high-calorie melon bread. That look right there, that is the look of seduction. I love it. She murmured happily, looking as can be. She looked like she was mulling over the taste of the melon bread in her brain. Oh, this poor girl, she said as she turned back to the drawing board. Then she started drawing the plans again with incredible energy. From the serious look on her face, it seemed that she had already forgotten about me. She's strange. Not just a little, but very strange. Okay, well, I'll be off now. Whatever. Perhaps she didn't hear me? I put the melon bread wrapper that she had left behind in my pocket and turned to leave. I reluctantly left the special atmosphere of the garage behind me. I didn't even get her name. Crazy. Be nice to get her name. Well then, maybe I should head back. By the time I had finished watching the various clubs, the sky was orange as the sun was setting. Ageha was at the school gates. Ageha looks towards me and points the cell phone she was holding at me. I told Ageha that I would take a look at the club activities before leaving. I left it at the dormitory. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ageha. Doesn't it say in school rules that you can't bring cell phones to school? Oh, told. It's alright if you don't get caught, it seems. In my case, I'm not so worried about the school rules. It's just too bothersome to carry a cell phone around with me. How do you know my number? 5 years ago when I left Kazagwara, I was still just a kid, so I didn't have a cell phone. Wait, don't bother, it's too much hassle. Writing text on a cell phone is too fiddly, which is a real pain, so I don't really like it. But it looks like Ageha isn't listening to me and has started walking on ahead. It seems like an interesting school. It was different to the sports schools or regular schools and had a special kind of atmosphere. Everyone looks like they enjoy it, and it's, how should I say, like they come here to hang out. Things they want to do. I don't know. There were a few that seemed interesting, though. What do you do, Ageha? Like robotics notes? That's a good anime, by the way. You should all watch it. Robots? That sounds interesting, too. Yeah, I'll think about it. Huh? Isn't your place around here? No way, seriously? Hey. Thanks for everything today. Whatever. Really? You want me to buy you a parfait? No. I mean, that you are the same way towards me as in the past. That was a big help. Well, I thank you, Ageha. Well, yeah, I mean, you got school, you know? Seriously? So what? I didn't have that kind of thing at an all-boys school. Ageha looked happy as she said that. So have you. To be honest, I thought she would have grown up to be more rough and tomboyish. Ageha stared, smiling quietly. Looking at that innocent smile reminded me of how Ageha was when she was still just a kid. But, yeah. Friend zoned. I got friend zoned. Bam! Ouch! She gave me a little slap on the back. Ageha gave me a big wave and turned the corner. Ouch, you doofus. She might have gotten a little cuter, but she hadn't really changed on the inside. Welcome back, huh? Her attitude hasn't really changed since before, and somehow I felt that it saved me. Looks like we're traveling. Or something. Alright, so I'm gonna end it right here. But yeah, so we didn't really get to go into the wheelchair girl's backstory, but we did meet another girl who was kind of interesting. You know, she's kind of mysterious, doesn't really pay attention, but she's really focused in on what she wanted. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of liking all the girls so far. So I'm kind of like, oh crap, who do I choose? But you know, I have to go for wheelchair girl for right now. And I know someone in the comments mentioned that don't worry about getting or winning the girl. You know, just enjoy the story. And yeah, you know what? So far, I am really enjoying the story. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you have yet to subscribe to Mr. and Mrs. Gamer, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. But that is it for me. I will see you all next time.